White guys. You ready?
I'm always ready.
He's always ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
White Guys episode 12, yet to be titled. We title them afterwards. I go back and I listen through, and then I go through back through my vast knowledge of literature and music and everything, and I come up with like just a fucking banging title.
You'll figure it out. I don't worry about the titles. I mean, I do enjoy some of them. Not all of them, though.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I don't know if you're aware of this this thing that's been happening for the past couple of years, but we've done 12 episodes of this podcast now, and we've yet to make a land acknowledgement.
Like the land that we're on right now?
So I wanted to give either you or Joe the opportunity to do a land acknowledgement, acknowledging the people who used to live on this land that we are now recording this podcast.
Quite sure who lived in this land prior to me sitting on this couch, because I landed my ass on the couch. Go.
So I'd just like to acknowledge that we are on Cherokee land, the land of my people. Okay. I am a white male wearing a blue shirt and gray pants, and I would just like to acknowledge that we are on Cherokee land right now while recording this podcast.
Very good. He nailed it. He nailed it. There was a little bit of overlap. There may have been some Lenny Lenape that creeped up into this area. There may even have been some... Actually, I can't remember all the tribes, but I did have this crazy experience trying to order a cheesesteak recently in Philly when I realized that we need to work this into the podcast, because if this cheesesteak shop was doing a land acknowledgement, then we better do one.
I'm just curious. Are they going to start making like buffalo cheesesteaks or some shit? Really? I mean, is that their deal? So they're going to like, before they give the land back, are at least going to make buffalo cheesesteaks?
I hope so. Yeah.
All right.
So, Joe, did you want to pop that up?
With or without buffalo sauce?
Yeah, welcome to Gino's. What do you want? Yeah, man, let me get a, Hold up there, Chief. Before we go in with this order, I need to take a moment to acknowledge that the land that Gino's stands on was traditionally home to the peoples of the Lenni Lenape, the Cherokee, the Cree, the Navajo, the Seminole, the Shawnee, and the Iroquois since time immemorial, alright?
Yeah, alright, man. Can I just get a...
Yo, I need you to acknowledge that.
Okay, I acknowledge.
Oh, also, you bigot? My name's John. I'm a white man, and I'm wearing a white sleeveless shirt.
Bro, why are you telling me? I'm just trying to order a cheesesteak. What is...
All this is part of the new inclusive Gino's, alright? We describe our appearances to be more inclusive of customers who may be visually impaired.
Bro, I'm not visually impaired. I'm standing right here. I can see you. I'm just trying to order.
Here at Gino's, we're making a strong effort to try to atone for some of the problematic things from our past, alright? Now, did you know there used to be a sign in the window here that said, "This is America, speak English when ordering"?
Okay, yeah, I get how that could be offensive, but what does that have to...
No, you didn't know that, you freaking MAGA shit.
MAGA?
You want to know what's offensive? Friggin' Donald Trump once ate a steak here.
Please, man, come on.
And the last thing, you friggin' Republican scum?
The fuck?
I'm cisgendered, I'm a heterosexual male, and my pronouns are he and him.
Oh, fuck this. I'm going to Pat's.
Yeah, go over to Pat's and order one of them shit steaks, you friggin' fascist. This is a new Gino's.
At Gino's.
In Philadelphia?
In Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's more happening than that at Gino's. I'll tell you that much. There's more shit happening. I don't even watch, but I know what's going on out there.
The place that literally had a sign in the window years ago that said, "This is America, speak English when ordering." And now they're doing goddamn land acknowledgements.
Well, you got to give them credit. They've evolved.
They've evolved.
They're not the same as they ever were. They've grown up. They've grown up and seen the light.
Yeah.
He, him, or they, and it's just When can we get my first buffalo cheesesteak? That's all.
And I do love that they're trying to atone for some of the problematic things in their past. All right?
People.
So that was wild.
That's.
I never
crazy.
got the cheesesteak, by the way. I was just... But I understand now.
Yeah.
It's important. It's important to make empty statements that mean nothing in order to project this image that we care about shit that we don't actually do anything about. It's important.
I only care about things that I care about. I don't worry about the other shit. I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. I'm not going to tell you. The land I'm on, I don't know. There's grass and then there's soil and I don't know what else is going on there. But like, I wasn't here then, so I don't know whose peoples live there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very weird because you're not too off on it because I always think like I've never seen my whole entire life a Native American canoeing down the Schuylkill or the Manatoni. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not far off on all this horse shit. Like like I've never seen that, and it's a Native American name, right? I'm not wrong.
I've canoed down the Schuylkill.
I mean, have you? Because then we'd have a 5% Native American canoeing down.
We should go canoeing.
I've never been in the canoe before. I've only been in like the boats or.
Then how are you flexing your 5% you talked about so many episodes ago?
Because I'll spear your ass from 100 yards away.
You haven't even gotten a fucking Native American kayak yet. They call them kayaks? I don't know what they call them. Canoes?
Teepees. I think they're teepees.
You floating down there in a teepee?
Yeah, we turn our teepees upside down and we float down the Schuylkill.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you.
Can anybody spell Schuylkill?
I can spell kayak and backwards. I don't spell anything. I'm not spelling for you.
You're lucky I can spell my fucking name rather than that.
I know Aaron's spelling. I mean, we did movies together. Is that the guy that made movies? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I can't even spell his name. It's too much work.
So, another clip that I wanted to bring up was back from episode 5. Way back. This was like 1 or 2 before Joe joined us.
Yeah, this one was before I was even here, boys.
Yeah.
We're throwing it way back.
We're going way back.
And then he fucking Brody his way right in here. He's like, yo, can I come on board? And I was like, just don't come on me. We're going to be fine.
We're still working on that one, by the way.
You're working on it.
Yeah.
There ain't no work over here. I got business. I'm painting.
His aim is still not great, but...
Yeah, so I'll pull it up for you guys right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to set this up for the listeners or the viewers. We were shooting the shit about, I believe it was the new Scooby-Doo remake at that point, and I went on to make some hypothetical prognostications about what might happen with a future Snow White remake.
I think you might have nailed it.
And so, Joe, if you want to bring that one up, in that we're recycling and regurgitating these old things instead of
creating
it's
new
like,
things and making a whole new path.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, the Little Mermaid is fucking gender fluid now, or like she's a trans dolphin or a trans fish or something, or like, you know, like Snow White is like a deaf Latina she's just living with like 7 regular sized dudes, you know. So that being said, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the leaked photos.
I think they might have like followed your cue
of the new Snow White. So here we are. The new Snow White is actually a Latina.
I thought she was Cupid.
Nailed it. The new beautiful. 7 dwarves are actually six regular sized people and 1 dwarf. So I was 1 off on that.
I think it deserves a round
That's
of
pretty
applause.
damn.
But
That's pretty damn good.
I'm a fucking fortune teller here. I am the Nostradamus
Now,
of New Marxism.
so now if I give you a quarter, are you going to tell me my fortune?
He's the all-seen of the woke generation.
You gotta give me a quarter.
You're not telling me I'm the 6.5 are you? The dwarf?
Dude, look at
on the half pint.
Look at these Renaissance Fair rejects, though. that are the 7 dwarf. So okay, so
oh wait, they're mixed. They're not all men's.
No,
okay,
but please make this make sense to me. So what Disney has just done here?
This is Disney.
This is Disney
For real.
Yeah, going for broke.
No bullshit. This is not even made up. This is real.
Okay, so a little bit of background. I believe it was the Daily Mail who originally published these photos. Disney originally denied that they were from the show. They said, these are fake. And then people were like, yeah, I think they're real. And they were like, okay, they are real, but they're just not official photos.
That's perfect. I mean, that's a good answer. That's a good follow-up.
That's like if I sneak into your bathroom, take a photo of you jerking off, publish it to the internet, and you're like, that's not me.
You don't have that photo, do you?
And then you're like, no, it is me, but I didn't give you permission to release that.
Shit.
That's what that is.
I mean, I was trying to get the release, but you got the photo? Fuck me.
Yeah,
We'll
like,
see.
how do you?
Oh my God.
How do you like?
What?
Yeah, that's not real, but it is. But it's just not official.
official,
yet.
yeah.
But
With the
so
photo-
so that's what's happening, right? Like
So
don't
my
beat
only
around the
question
bush.
is the photo as real as my penis? That's all I'm gonna know.
It looks pretty real.
I mean, can we have it edited, please?
Hey,
Thank you.
all I'm saying is that green in that little guy's jacket matches those shoes pretty damn well.
Nah, these ain't them. They ain't doing these. That green's more like them guys. I don't know anything
I
about
don't
them.
know. That's like a Kenny G green right there. I don't know what you think about it,
kind
Norm.
of is.
Nah, mine's more
If you
dull. He has too much sass in him.
If you straighten those curls,
What is he? Is he grumpy or is he sleepy? I don't know.
Yeah, my man looks good, dude. Everyone else looks mad.
but you look at the guy on the right, all the way on the right, the white guy.
I think he just morphed in there, though.
Dude, he just looks like he's like walking to
Yeah.
Wawa in that outfit. He's like, I'm wearing my sweatpants and my sweat.
But seriously, though, like, all right, so here's. Go ahead.
I really just want to see the actual.
I
film.
can't wait. I can't.
It better be
fucking
fucking
wait.
good, dude. I can't imagine it being wonderful.
So
Let's go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
can't imagine that there are very many acting opportunities for smaller people, right?
What the fuck you trying to say, dude?
Here's not your height, even smaller.
Okay, all right. I thought you cool.
Here was an opportunity for a feature film
For all shorts.
to have 7 possible slots to have smaller people actors get, right?
Yeah.
And so what they did in the
Like Wizard
name
of Oz.
of whatever the fuck this is supposed to be is they've taken away 6 of those possible slots that little people could have auditioned for and gotten. So how is that? Tell me how. Explain that.
I'm going to
How
explain to you right now.
how that's helping.
I'm going to explain to you.
Please.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there
No,
you go.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's a real simple thing, but like,
There's a comedian
Obvious,
that talked
obvi.
about this, and he so
Really?
there,
It's obvious.
I forget his name. So, but he talked about like so he's a comedian first and foremost, but he also does like acting, and he brought up the fact that like, dude, people only want like if you're a little person, they only want you to play some like cute little midget role, like.
Yeah.
They won't put midgets in like actual like let's say for
use the right terminology.
sorry.
Actually, I think that
So midget is the right.
It was like little person.
I
No,
think that's
so-
actually a medical.
So midget is the right term for people that have smaller limbs. A little person is someone below the height of like 4 foot something
Yeah.
that have normal size limbs.
Checking
Yeah.
his education. He got
He's
it.
right.
See, I was a test. It was a test.
But
you
he talked
prevailed.
about like so like in movies. So like let's go like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
They wouldn't put a midget as like a main character or a normal character. They only
Right.
want midgets in certain roles. For example, you wouldn't have a midget like on NCIS. He would be playing like, let's say for example, a clown or something like
Yeah.
along those lines. He wouldn't be like a
dressed
main
up as a
cop,
dog or something.
a main cop or something like that.
You wouldn't
So
have a
they're-
midget playing Iron Man.
Exactly. So like
the
they
Hulk.
they don't get the full scope of acting roles, which kind of sucks, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, they got to get like little person / midget producer filmmakers. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they got to make the big money to get that small role. Yeah.
But you want to talk about, this term cultural appropriation has become pretty hot the past couple years.
For all you guys, not me.
Do you guys know where Snow White comes from? What the history of it is?
I only thought she came out when it snowed. I don't know anything about it.
So it's a traditional German fairy tale. And
Was
part
Hitler
of
there?
part of the whole this is pre-Hitler.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Part of the whole identity of Snow White was that it was an actual description of her, that her skin was as white as snow. So what you're doing right now is culturally appropriating a traditional German fairy tale. See, what I really think they dropped the ball, because if they would have made Snow White Asian, we could have had all kinds of yellow snow jokes.
I'm thinking the
Watch
other
out
thing. This is
where
the
the
deal,
Huskies go, and don't you eat that yellow snow.
Don't you eat that yellow snow.
That's a deep Frank Zappa cut.
I know the song. You ain't telling me nothing. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, maybe they'll be sprinkling snow on it. She'll turn white.
Could be. Yeah.
Baby powder. Who knows? I don't even fucking care. Like, I don't even care. Like,
It's just
could you imagine
it is silly. Like, I get
it's
it's
so absurd at this point.
Could you imagine the uproar though? Like what he just said is like they sprinkle something on her and she turns white.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the
Oh my
internet
God.
exploding?
I could
They're like,
imagine. You can finish. I'm sorry.
You're taking a role away from a young Latino woman
Yeah.
when she's oppressed in the society, and like, dude, the internet would break.
Or if
they
the
did that.
Prince Charming kisses her and then she turns white
Dude.
after.
Oh my god,
Wow.
the internet would explode.
She
be
could
amazing.
actually show up for an episode. Then.
Honestly,
Um,
I would enjoy just reading the comments. Like, I don't even care what happens.
I think most shit's silly, and it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like I said to JoJo earlier, it's like you can't make sense out of nonsense.
Yeah.
And
This has to be one of the most insane
well, we
ones,
have
though.
to see.
I mean,
We got to give it a chance. We can't.
dude,
we
I'm all for it.
I'll go to the theater. Let's go. We'll
I'm
go
not
to the
gonna. No,
theater.
I'm not gonna contribute to the box office sales, but I'll definitely pirate it once it's up on the internet for sure to watch it. But I'm not gonna give the studio money for this. But dude, could you imagine if, like, say, like the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's company, or some like conservative production house remade Alex Haley's famous, amazing miniseries Roots from back in the 70s. This is way before your time. I don't know if you've ever seen any of it, but it's amazing story about.
The only thing he probably knows is like a root canal, maybe.
So it starred, yeah, it starred LeVar Burton, actually, of Reading Rainbow and later Star Trek fame. But he was really young when he got this starring role as Kunta Kinte, who was the head protagonist in the story. All about the transatlantic slave trade.
They were trying to push his name Toby, though.
Toby, yeah.
They were
but
trying
his
to push
name was
that.
Kunta.
Yeah.
But could you imagine if that was remade and instead of Kunta Kinte, the protagonist was, say, a white Irishman, named Timmy Donnelly, played by Chris Pratt?
But
could you imagine?
The Irish were slaves too, so I mean they're kind of aligned with that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
Okay.
that name.
They could probably get away. They could do that.
What did you say? Kunta?
Kunta Kinte.
All right. What is this song? All I remember in this song is like they go like, oh, I know. What is it? He goes like King Kunta. But it's
I don't know. Who was it?
What is the name of the song? They talk
Come
about
on,
smoking
young boy.
weed
Let's go.
and like fucking different types of chicks all around the United States.
Don't know it.
Dude, it's gonna bug me now.
Yeah, you'll let us know next time. It's all good. No worries.
Think about it. Maybe we'll come
It'll
back
pop
to it.
up.
It says 2 zigzags, baby. That's all we need. We'll go to the park and what is that? I can't think about it.
Yo, you'll bring it back. You'll get it.
You got the internet. Look it up.
Yeah.
Colt 45.
Works every time.
Yeah, I used to drink that shit growing up.
Billy
Yeah.
D. Williams.
Yeah. I don't know. What you guys are saying relates to my.
We actually
It
drank the
says
beverage that they made called Colt 45.
and 2
Yeah.
zigzags,
Lando
baby, that's all we
Calrissian.
need. We'll go to the park and smoke after dark.
I don't know. That's your
Smoke
generation.
that tumbleweed.
Well, our generation actually drank the Colt 45.
No, but that's the song. And
Brown
but, like,
bag?
They go like King Kunta. I don't know if that like relates to.
Colt 45 is the artist or the song?
I don't know.
JoJo.
Where did Colt 45 come from?
I think that it may be the artist. Hold on. I'll do some research and get back to
Come
you.
back to it. That's good though. Like we'll get your brain working later.
Anyway, yeah, Irish slaves, man. They were a real thing.
Everybody's
People
a slave.
that, like,
People are slaves right now. Now, let me explain to you real quick. People are slaves right now because they don't even fucking like know who the fuck they are. Like they're like stick stuck, and most people consume everything but themselves, and they're now garbage.
yes.
Afro man.
That's all I gotta
Oh,
say.
okay.
No, it's Ken G man.
Yeah, it's Afro man. Where they say that in that song.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, I
I thought
don't-
you were talking about my conversation. Now you just like
Stop,
figured your shit
stop
out.
playing with that microphone, man. It sounds horrible. Jesus. I thought we were over this.
I was doing so good.
You see how he's
earlier.
pulling it in and
Yeah.
out like that?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
just like a natural
This is
movement.
fucking thing like slippery.
Dude, I
It's a
literally,
slippery mic.
I would just like.
Yo,
to-
look at this. I finally got this shit tight, and you guys are giving me shit.
I would just like to point out to all the fans that I have hand signals for these guys, and Kenny's
and
hands,
both of his hands are in his fucking pants pockets.
dude, the fucking hand signal for Kenny is I literally look like I'm jerking someone off in my mouth.
Yeah.
For
All
him
right.
to keep the microphone.
All right, here we go.
No.
But
Close
I think
to your mouth.
I think that excites him though. That's the problem. All right, so get that set.
I got problems.
I got problems in different areas. I don't know.
I mean, in this area, I got problems because I'm obviously unsatisfied by you boys.
Oh, I would satisfy you.
Always
You couldn't.
unsatisfied.
You don't
It's like,
have the right body parts, sir.
it's like quarter chub,
You
and then he
don't
just
know what
walks
I
away.
have.
Are you
Oh.
assuming his gender?
Yeah.
You don't know that I
I
didn't
ain't
get
assuming shit. Yeah, I
Va-
seen
what
it.
is it?
I
It's
seen
vag-
this dick.
vagioplasty.
You got
It's
Yeah.
a
You got-
it's plastic
you got-
dick, plastic
you
dip
got a
pussy.
Burt Reynolds? What do you got? What the fuck you got?
Did you see the clip of that gender surgeon from Oregon?
No, what
You
happened?
guys seen that?
Mm-mm. I've been busy
Damn
working.
it, I wish we had that
What the
queued
fuck
up.
You doing?
He's bragging about doing gender affirming surgeries on
For children.
prepubescent kids. It's
Jeez.
fucking wild.
I'm not. I can't even
Dude.
deal. Like I don't even like it. I don't even want to talk about it. But go on.
Yeah, it's fine. No,
I
I
believe it's
don't. I don't
factual
really
shit.
either. It was just like
I'm not into any of it, dude. It's very disturbing.
it's disturbing.
It's the rudest thing you could ever fucking do to a child. So let's move on.
Where were we gonna go?
I don't know. Let's go.
Oh, the Barbary Coast slave trade.
Mm.
Yeah. We don't even have to get into that, but yeah, wouldn't it be wild if they redid Roots with a white Irish guy? I mean, that slave trade, a lot of people don't know about that slave trade, but that was Barbary pirates from the northern coast of Africa coming up into Europe, Netherlands, Ireland, all of the British Isles, basically. And the estimates are between 1 and 1.5 million slaves were taken from Europe back to northern Africa.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
They probably even let them bring any potatoes.
No potatoes. No.
Fuck.
Which could play into Roots somehow, right? The remake of Roots has got to have
You
a
just
potato
plant them
potato
potatoes.
angle somehow.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Instead
roots
of-
do grow from the potatoes.
Instead of picking cotton, he would be picking potatoes, right? But
Fuck.
yeah.
What a
But it's
twist.
wild, dude. Whenever I hear somebody talk about how slavery is like this uniquely American thing,
Nah,
I'm
it's
just
been
like,
happening
either you're totally
forever.
ignorant of world history, or you're just lying
I'm not knowledgeable.
because it's
I'm not even-
existed since the beginning of humans.
People are slaves right now. I mean, dude, we're living. There's some people are living slaves.
You
right
should
now.
look it up, Joe. You should look up where the most slaves are currently in the world. I looked this up recently, and I can't remember what the top.
It's still actively happening.
But there are
it's
millions,
happening, yeah.
millions of people still in
I
slavery
think
nowadays.
I think right now it's the cobalt. That's where a lot of them are. I don't know
Yeah.
That's a thing. I've seen some of the things on that. It's just not good. It's really, really not good for all the electric cars,
Yeah.
all the shit like
Yeah.
our phones. It's fucked up, man. It's like not cool.
Oh, there we go. Top 10 countries with the most modern slaves are. What is that?
I don't know how to say that word.
Mauritania. I don't even know how to say that.
Mauritania,
Yeah,
was
Mauritania,
close, that was
Saudi
close.
Arabia,
Saudi Arabia,
Turkey.
Tajikistan,
Yep.
United
United-
Arab Emirates,
Sounds like
Russia,
Afghanistan,
Afghanistan.
and Kuwait.
wow.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But
Can we bring up something nice?
yeah, you want
can
to talk
we
about something nice?
Fucking bring something up nice. 'Cause it sounds like I don't even fucking watch TV anymore. It's just depressing.
I'm here to fill you in on all the depressing
All
shit.
the
that
shit
you,
I could give a
you
fuck
try
about.
to ignore. And I'm here
Yeah,
to
I
just
ignore
dump it on you.
all this shit. Yeah, it's like it hurts my soul. I just want everybody. This is all I want. This is the deal. I respect what he's talking to you about, but at the end of the fucking day, I want you to all to be fucking well and work on your happiness. That's all I want.
Yeah.
If you can do your best to not consume the garbage that they're providing for you, you're probably going to be more successful. So follow your path, fuck all the shit Norm's talking about, and go love yourself.
Yeah.
There you go.
This guy.
Why are you still playing with the microphone?
Because I love the mic.
He loves jerking.
It's very bulbous. It's very bulbous, and it makes me happy.
I can't believe we're still.
I can't. I fidget. What the fuck you want?
We should give you a fucking
You
fidget
fucking
spinner.
dude. You invited me. This is the fuck you got to deal with this shit.
I have
deal
so
with
many,
it. You invited me.
I have so many fidget toys that my kids used to use.
If you just get
one of
rid of
those-
the fucking mic and have something on my fucking shirt, then there's no. Then it's done.
But then you'd be playing with your shirt the whole time.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. This fucking thing is fucking garbage. Look, I got it. Fucking look. Now it fell the fuck out. Fucking garbage.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you guys. Get me something regular. You want me to do right?
It's right.
bro.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
yo, this shit doesn't even work.
It did work before you started
Fucking
fucking with it.
1988. Fuck out of here.
It's a brand new
I feel like
mic.
Whitney Houston over here with this fucking
These are brand new
with
mics.
this little afro fucking foamy thing. Fuck out of here. I believe I can fly. It's not even Whitney Houston, but whatever.
What the fuck?
R. Kelly.
Is that? Oh shit, he's in jail. Sorry, Whitney. It's probably his fault.
Oh damn.
As much as we push for structure, Kenny's just that wild card.
No, it's good.
No. I think I'm authentic and genuine, and that's what the fuck I'm doing. And it's,
Genuine.
fuck this mic.
It's the balance between chaos and order. That's what we have.
I'm fucked up.
And I'm just the referee in
Yeah.
the middle.
My mental state is like it's all over the goddamn place. Don't fucking move the ladder, goddamn it.
Oh.
Yo, that shit was driving me crazy, but we ain't gotta get into that.
No, we should get into that. What happened?
Nothing.
Was the
It
work
doesn't
story?
matter. No.
Who was moving the ladder?
This is how it works. Typically, when you have a problem, it's your problem, and I had a problem. It's my fucking problem.
There we go.
There you go. But it definitely sucks.
End
You
of
gotta-
story.
But no. But you have to think of not like my problem, but like you got to think of the customer also when they're home. Like if there's no one home, it
They
doesn't
weren't
matter.
even home.
She was home.
No.
She was today, not the other day, not yesterday, but today.
Not while I was making noise though.
Yeah, you did it today, and she was home, and I'm gonna fucking punch the shit out of your face with love.
Wow,
Probably-
you guys only worked together for like a month. Now you're already
He was
fighting.
on vacation for so long, motherfucker. Yo, And he said it. He was like a child on Monday. Yo, I'll tell you what, he didn't want to do shit. He fucking like fake painted. He fake painted all day.
Look, I'm there to
I'm
make
teasing.
I'm there to make the job look good. I'm not there to actually do
Well,
work.
the job didn't look good. I don't know if you look good, but like somebody looks good, and I don't know if it's the job or you.
I got some pictures of your caulk job that I could bring up later. If
Oh,
you
you
wanna
going
talk
back-
about what-
Which time? The way back? Oh, God, it was garbage. You're not wrong. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. Little tangent.
what are we up to, Joe? We're like
We did the Snow White thing. We talked about the
The Irish boys.
the Irish slave trades, and we asked about where.
I think you're up to modern Colts.
what do we have time wise? We're like a half hour.
about 28 minutes.
Oh,
Right now.
good.
Yeah,
So we
pause
can
that
probably
shit.
do
I gotta
everything.
pee.
Really?
Pause it. Fucking pause. I gotta pee. I'm trying. Yo. It's so hard to behave.
It is. Although you behaved pretty well when I was just pissing in your mouth during that piss break.
Well, you know, I am part German, so I mean, I understand. But I
yeah.
wasn't hungry.
Guys, before we go, I did a
Yeah.
little research on the break. I would just like to say I was completely off on the song I was thinking about.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking about Afro Man, when the song in fact was from Kendrick Lamar, but
Yeah.
he was singing about the King Kunta we were talking about,
Oh,
and the
okay.
slave trades and all that.
Okay. All right. Kendrick Lamar.
That's connection. I like him.
What's the name of
He's
the
good.
song? Do you know?
Ooh, oh boy, I just got
You
rid of it.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on, I'm almost there. It's called King Kunta.
There you
Can't
go.
go to-
You already
all
had
right.
it. You didn't even
There
know.
we
it.
go.
You already had it
All
before
right.
you had it.
Yeah. But I don't know. Did you guys ever get into
S&M? No.
bukkake?
Yeah, I think that's like for the ladies. I don't know about for the men.
No, I was gonna say cults.
Oh, I want to start one.
So I'm kind of obsessed with cults, cult members, cult leaders, the mindset and the ideology behind cults.
What about cult of personality?
Living Color,
Our sponsors actually has his own cult.
Vernon Reed. What's that?
Christian. He's the
No, I do like the.
You ever hear him make that joke? He's like, I'm the leader of my own cult. He's like, I've got me and my dog inside of it.
I'm definitely fascinated by the Colts. I definitely got some future plans, but go on.
Yeah. No, I just think it's wild because they. I mean, they're historical cults, right? Like obviously, like Jonestown, Jim Jones.
Yeah. Christianity, go on.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting question. Like, what's the difference between a cult and a religion? You know, some people say about 100 years.
Yeah.
So cults are typically newer. If they last for 100 years or more, they can become a religion.
I think there's some cults that have been longer. They've been around longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know because I'm not.
Well, you guys know where the phrase like "drink the Kool-Aid" comes from, right?
The dude that was like he got everyone to drink it, and
You've
they all
heard
died
that.
in their little bunk beds and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Grape Kool-Aid. That was Jim Jones. That was Jonestown. So it was grape Kool-Aid mixed with cyanide and Valium.
Not the same Jim Jones that sings in like My Morning Jacket, right? Is that Rick James? I'm confused.
What's New Pussycat?
Love Jim Jones and the Kool-Aid guy.
Jim Jones. Yeah. So, but no, I just when I look at what's going on today, whether it's on the right wing or the left wing or whatever fucking wing, it like I see cultish behavior. I see people who demand that you believe in every single minute detail of their ideology, and if you stray from it, they'll destroy you. If you stray from it, because that's one of the cornerstones of a cult too. It's a complete buy-in. You have to completely renounce your individuality, and you have to become. And typically, cults also have a very dynamic leader, right? And usually he tends to exert sexual power over at least the female members of the cult. But yeah, when I see things like the ultra extreme MAGA people who, no matter what comes out about Trump, they're still fucking diehard. They're still believing everything. No matter, it doesn't matter what comes out. They're like, no, this is my guy. When I see the ultra left wing kind of gender cultists that say like, you know, men can become women, and we should be chopping up the body parts of kids, and like that to me is cultish behavior.
I'm gonna throw up, dude. God.
when I,
I'm sorry. It hurts me.
Yeah, no, but it's. I think it's part of the intense division that's going on right now. And I don't know if it's part of human beings' kind of historical tribal mentality, like that we feel like we need to be a part of a team, that we need to be a part of a group, and we're willing to give up certain amounts of our individuality to be a member of that group. And even if something that group says like runs counter to what we think is logical or real, we're willing to say like, well, I'll discount that because like this is my team, you know, and I feel safe and secure with this team, and I need to be a team because I can't be alone. I can't, because if I'm alone, I'll get fucking devoured by it. So
I don't buy into any of the bullshit. You divide yourself by dividing yourself.
Yeah.
Most people that are buying into this shit, it's my opinion here, what I'm about to tell you, is that they're unwell mentally with their own current status and yourself. No one is looking themselves in the fucking mirror. If they were, they would have no time for this extracurricular horseshit activity that they're currently like submerging themselves in. They're fucking drowning in nothing that matters with them.
Yeah.
That's it.
I definitely feel like there's you're saying like you're mentally ill, but I definitely feel like for like strong people like with strong beliefs, let's go like hard Republican, or like for example, because I know we usually talk about the left side a lot, but let's say we go hard Republican.
Yeah.
I feel like someone that's like very doesn't take in all the facts, or just like you said, straight to the point, like, oh, Trump's our man. I feel like an intelligent person takes in all the facts and takes in all the information and then makes a smart decision from that. But when
Doesn't
someone
exist anymore, dude. It's rarely existed that people like actually look into the facts.
Yeah, I feel like when someone just blindly
There's no
follows,
facts.
I don't think they're as intelligent as someone that sits down, breaks it all down, and then makes an informed decision off of that. When
That
you
used
have
to be
people
the
that
deal.
blindly follow, I just don't feel like the intelligence. If you put those people next to each other, the person that sits down and makes a better decision off of all the information versus someone that just shoots out for something, the person who sits down and takes in everything is going to be smarter than the other person.
Right. Yeah.
I think when you take in yourself and make a decision for yourself and not consume the garbage, you are actually doing the better for the other side. If you take care of yourself for everyone else, maybe they'll take care of yourself for you. Like, I forget how I say it. It's like, I'll take care of me for you if you take care of you for me. And no one's taking care. They're just willy-nilly down the road, driving fucking crazy, not realizing their importance. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. Where the fuck you going, dude? Like, I saw today, this person was like in a big fucking
talking about traffic again.
It's humanity. This is a part of the world. Like, these, it's a simple concept. Is like, you're showing me who you really are in your fucking vehicle by not giving a fuck, and that's what the world is not doing. They don't give a fuck, and you see it everywhere. As all the things you talk about.
Yeah.
No one knows them fucking selves, and they're just living willy-nilly on someone else's dick.
Well,
Cheers.
you remind me of there's a famous Ram Dass quote that goes, "The best thing I can do for you is to work on me, and the best thing you can do
Facts.
for me is to work on you."
100%.
Facts.
So it's fucking true.
It's real simple. The world's complicated because no one's willing to work on themselves.
Yeah.
So,
Period. Look in the fucking mirror. You'd be busier than gobbling someone else's fucking garbage on television. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say goblin, something else. But
Sorry,
That's just
Norm.
me.
I know
That's
what
my-
you and fucking JoJo are trying to do, and you have all the wrong body parts.
so
Fuck you, Norm. Fuck you, JoJo. Figure your shit out.
talking about like blindly following something that we were just talking about.
yeah.
So this kind of brings up something I saw on social media. So this woman goes around and talks about Andrew Tate. She interviews other women,
Yeah.
and she wants to know, hey, what is your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
I've seen this. This is
And-
good. This is
and-
good.
The woman, some of the women is like, oh, I hate him,
Yeah.
and so from the woman who's getting interviewed, she's expecting the person that's interviewing her to agree. She's like, oh yeah, I don't like him, and then the interviewer's like, I don't know, she's like, oh, what don't you like about him? And they can't say anything. They're like,
Yeah.
well, my friend said that.
No one owns their own shit.
I can tell you what I don't like about him.
Well, yeah.
He's got a Bugatti or a big cocky. What's wrong with you, Norm?
Like I said, I feel everyone has a right to their own opinion. But back to what we were just saying, if you're going to have an opinion on something,
Be
make it
informed.
an
Yes.
intelligent opinion.
Yes.
Like, you can hate the guy, you can love the guy, you can stand by what he says, but make an intelligent opinion on what you're about to say before you say it.
Yeah.
These people are just blindly like, oh, I don't like him.
Because they're wishy-washy. They don't
And
know shit.
It was so eye opening to me
Yeah.
on the whole factor of like when the girl wasn't able to answer why she didn't like him,
I'm
but
so-
when she said I didn't like, oh, I hate him, but then she couldn't respond to why she hated them. Like in today's society, we're talking about like the cults and people are so far one way. I feel like as a younger woman in today's society with that topic, I feel like she's almost wants to sit in that safe box for a woman and be like, I don't like him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yo, he just
But,
said he was a younger woman. I was like, what?
but,
You had to change JoJo good happens.
Yeah.
But on the other
Why don't you like
side,
Tate?
on
Why
the
do
other
you like
side,
Tate?
I'll tell
Okay.
you that his followers and his sycophants and his the people that worship him are equally blinded and
Oh, no,
are equally in
I
the cult
agree.
because I think that dude is incredibly damaging to society and to young men specifically.
What?
Because I think
me
Andrew
hear.
Tate, yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that dude has so much influence over young men. So I think at this point there's basically two sides to people who are speaking to young men. I think on one side you have Jordan Peterson, and I think on the other side you have Andrew Tate. I think Andrew Tate represents the worst possible instincts of
Give
men.
me your best detail on why not.
So I've listened to him speak. I've listened to parts of his PhD program, his pimp and
It's on
hose.
the basic shit. Like, it's on the basic
And
shit.
so what he does is he gets women to fall in love with him. He sleeps with women, and then he coerces them to perform on cam. And then he takes a huge percentage of the money that they make performing on OnlyFans or
No
other.
idea.
That's where he made his money. He made his money off. He's a pimp. He made his money
Never
off of
knew
forcing
that.
women
Wow.
to
I had no
perform
idea.
sex on camera on the internet. That's why he's rich.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
Okay,
That's
so you
correct,
take
yeah.
you take Andrew Tate on that side,
Okay.
and I will give him the fact that some of his critiques of modern feminism I do agree with, but his answers to that or his prescriptions of how to deal with that are completely out of whack.
Okay.
Whereas you take Jordan Peterson, who is a man who's teaching young men who feel disaffected in society, who feel like they don't have a place in society, who feel like they don't have a purpose, and is teaching them to work on themselves deeply, to get right with themselves, to find a reason and a meaning to their life. That to me is far more
Without pimping.
Without pimping.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So-
I had no idea. I didn't know that detail about him, so I never realized that was even a thing. I had no idea.
I think as
I didn't know.
society
So that's a different
continues to
perspective.
break down, and as relations between men and women continue to break down, I think you will see figures like him rise, because that's one response to, I can't find a girlfriend, I can't find a wife, like I can't find somebody to date, like
This is the deal
fuck
then.
women. So his response is, yeah, fuck women, make them work for you.
Yeah.
And make money, and fuck all the bitches you can, and get all the money you can.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
I don't
not,
say that's his whole
hold on,
picture,
let me,
but that is how he came to his rising.
all right. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have one thing to say before I lose my thought. I'm sorry to cut you off, JoJo. But I'm going to say this. Like, if most people just looked in the fucking mirror, don't think of themselves anything but themselves, work on your shit, you'll find success. That's the deal. Give a fuck about, like, I do like Peterson, like Tate, regardless of some of the shit I didn't know. Like, some of his thoughts are good. But
Right.
at the end of the fucking day, just look yourself in the fucking mirror, figure your own shit out. Because no one's going to do it better than you can. And if you need help, then you reach out for that shit. Because if you got at least 5 out of 7 days good, you're good. But if you got less than 5, you better get some therapy. Find the right one to help you. Or a friend, whatever. JoJo,
Yeah.
go.
See,
I've like I said, I did my thorough research on the man.
I didn't know.
And I did know his upcoming. I do know things that he promotes and things he doesn't promote and how he promotes them.
yeah.
And I'd say he does more good than bad.
I feel that from my perspective.
In my personal opinion, I think he does more good than bad for young men. But at the same time, there are valued points you need to take away. How did he make his money? How is he promoting himself? How is he handling himself? And what is he saying?
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you. You said like how he came to where he's at is disgusting. It's 100% disgusting.
Yeah.
But
Didn't know.
in today's
I swear to God,
society,
didn't know.
I feel like men are pretty much getting shut down for young boys. For example, like the video we brought up with a mom, like you saw the little boy talking about, oh yeah, I support LGBTQ because my mom wants me
Oh,
to.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And today's society, I feel like men are just getting shunned and like, oh, men are horrible, men are this, men are that. And he does bring up valued points of like what society used to be like and how men were treated in a household. And I'm saying I agree in equal rights between men and women. But like if we go down to like we go all the way back to like caveman times and like or Native American, who led the tribe? Men. Who hunted? In certain cases. Now I understand you go like to in the lions, females hunt.
Yep.
But like if we break it down to society, like I feel like men in today's society are shit on in a sense. Men are looked at
For sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like are gross. So I feel like he makes really valid points in the sense of men shouldn't be shit on.
He does, but
And-
I think his answers to that are what's troubling.
Yeah.
Like I think Jordan Peterson's answers to that are way more valuable for reconstituting society.
Yeah.
Like we're in a point where society's breaking down.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Like we
Broken,
don't
it's
like
broke,
we
it's
don't
fucked.
we don't know who's responsible for what. We don't know what gender. We don't know who can get pregnant. We don't know like all the but
Know
Peter-
your value, dude. Know
but
your
Peters-
value.
Peterson's prescriptions for that
I like him. I do.
are so they're both kind of traditional in a way
Yeah.
of what they talk about, but I just feel like Tate is just nastier. Is just like more toxic in the way whereas Peterson is more about reconstituting this society where things work, where men are appreciated and not shit on. And but the interesting thing is like they're both coming at it from a similar space. But I just feel like Jordan Peterson's prescriptions for it are legit and more likely to recreate a cohesive society, whereas I feel like Tate's answers are just going to make things even worse than they are, and they're going to drive people even farther apart.
Yeah, I definitely think I agree with you. I definitely think both Tate and Peterson do project that lifestyle that once was and that did function. All the great things that they bring, and I definitely feel like Tate does go deeper into that nastier area that can be said it's toxic. I can't say the word.
Yep. Masculinity. I got you. You got it. It's
but like I said, I agree. And like we said, everyone's valued to their opinions, and a good opinion to someone that sits down and breaks it down. Like I said, you broke down what you saw, we broke down what we saw, and we kind of all came to the same conclusion. Like, yes, he has good messages. Maybe he doesn't say them in the proper way for younger men to really take in and bring home and build themselves and work on themselves. When Peterson is a little bit cleaner in how he says it, and
more
like I don't think Andrew Tate is convincing any young men to find a wife and start a family.
Yeah. Who is that one woman that's she's always on podcasts? She's like a redhead,
Penny.
I think.
Pearl.
Dude, her content. Her content, like some of the things she says, is like makes you tingle. You're like, what? Like,
I love Pearl. I called her Penny, but I love you, Pearl.
She was on
amazing.
a great. Yeah, if you look up Vice,
on it.
you look up Vice News feminist panel. Maybe she was on there.
I love her. Thank you for
dude,
bringing her up.
She'll she'll shit on a room of women, make every woman in that room feel like
because she's spitting facts.
Yeah, because like
she's 100%.
And it's not even like she's being rude to what she's saying. She's just asking conversation. She's like. So back in, she literally would just bring up statistics like, oh, back in this, there was so many single women, and then that amount of women got married. But in today's society, with how much women are sleeping with other men at the younger age, this is the divorce rate off of that. Yeah. Like, she brings up all valid points.
I could spit some mad fucking Pearl shit all day with it. Like, if you went to college, 90% divorce because of you're educated, you're taking advantage of the opportunity that you can go fuck someone else that even though you got married with kids and just take everything and fuck everything up in their life.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I'm scared to get married, dude. I'll be honest with you. Like hearing her shit, hearing some other things that I've learned from other people that like, I'm fucking scared, dude. Like I'm just going to stay painting walls all day. Because I'm telling you what, like I find successful walls, but I'm not trying, I don't know about marriage.
How do you think my generation is about it? Like for you know what I mean? Like you guys are both older than me. You guys, you've had kids, and you're.
We both had kids. I got kids in my beanbag, but it's about
you know what I mean. You guys are definitely matured into your age.
Oh God,
For me, still being a young 21-year-old man, I still have a lot to learn and a lot to experience. But the two things I feel like the biggest are my generation is solid relationships. I understand that it can vary in any age.
It's never been easy, dude. Like I don't care what the timeline is.
I agree with that, but I feel like in today's society, it's even scarier.
For being an old boy, I feel like I'm on your team with the confusion. Yeah, I swear to God. I'm an old boy. I'm scared to even entertain anything.
Like, because you think a traditional way of growing up is getting a good job, getting a good wife, buying a house, having kids.
Yep.
Dude, you know how hard it is in this generation to do that? One, it's damn near impossible to buy a house at my age. Like,
because all your wives are on fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah, but think about this. Let's say I'm successful. I make decent money. I buy a house. Then I get a wife. In today's society, in the normal way percentage of things work, she divorces me. Well, let's say we have a kid first. She divorces me, takes my house, and takes the kid.
Yeah.
Because that's just society. That's how it works in today's.
That's what fucked up. It's a fact.
That's why you need to find yourself a nice conservative woman.
In today's
She's
society,
probably at
that's
the smorgasbord.
I'll tell you,
down
man.
there
I don't think I could ever date a lefty liberal. I don't even like to use the word liberal because I consider myself to be a liberal. But what liberal means nowadays is different from what it used to mean. Like, I believe in equal rights. I believe in equal protection under the law, all that stuff, like all kinds of traditional free speech, all kinds of traditional liberal stuff. But what it means when people say liberal nowadays, it tends to mean far left wing, not liberal, which is actually like anti-liberal. So I don't know if I could ever date a left wing. I mean, I was engaged to one during COVID. I got engaged to a liberal woman, and she took off and stole all kinds of shit from me, all kinds of valuable shit from me.
Yeah. She liberated your shit.
She liberated my stuff from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like, so, like, yeah, like, you can relate to, in a sense, like how it is for,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I've kind of been through the whole gamut of it. I'm old enough to have
your experience, like Jimmy, but like in the
girlfriends back in the day, and even a wife back in the day. But I'm also young enough to have a girlfriend / fiance who was very much of the time nowadays, who like was all in on the George Floyd protests, was all in on all white people are racist, was all in on all the left-wing talking points, and so it was all in. And you know, funny enough, was all in on quote unquote feminism. And she's one of the only women I've ever been with who asked me to abuse her during sex, asked me to choke her, asked me to slap her, and I was like, you know, I can't.
Wow.
I was like, I rolled it around in my brain for a long time. I was like, if that's what you really want, maybe I could do that for you, but I couldn't. At the end of the day, I couldn't. Like,
it's not who you are.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know where that kink comes from.
Yeah, that's.
I'll say, like, just off the top of my head, to me, that comes from an early experience with abuse. I don't see how you get that any other way other than an early sexual experience with abuse. And I couldn't do it.
That's completely, like, it's really odd. Like you were just saying, it's like two different lifestyles. Because you think of someone of that stature wouldn't lean towards that, and you know, when having sex, but that's like I'm mind blown with you saying that. Like, honestly, I know it's a serious conversation, but it's crazy to think about how being that far left,
people are living delusional lives. They're not living who they are. They're not living who they are.
I know.
It's
people.
all smoke and mirrors.
I know people are going to be like, "Oh, well, your lifestyle shouldn't, you know, vary on how you're having sex." Well, your lifestyle also tells you what type of person you are.
Yeah.
In a sense, like, I know people get lost in lifestyles, but like, if you're living this lifestyle and you're supporting these certain things, that kind of identifies in a sense on who you are, how you act, how you hold yourself. And then it just, for that person, it just took a hard right turn really fast. Right. And then you're stuck in the middle, like, well, yeah, I am left, but like, you know, it's still like, how do you, like you said, you couldn't do it. Like, how do you react? It just doesn't fit. I wouldn't say it doesn't fit your agenda, but like, it just doesn't fit your personality, and you weren't expecting it out of that person at all.
And I thought about it for a long time. I was like, you know, maybe I need to adjust my thoughts. You know, if this woman that I love, this is what she's into, maybe I need to somehow forget about my own preconceptions about what that is, and maybe I just need to figure out how to do that for her. But I couldn't do it.
You start from the back end and you work your way up. That's something you smack the ass, and then you can work to the upper end of things. That's all I can think of. Like, I'm trying to help you out.
Smack that ass, roll over, and let me punch you in the mouth.
No, I appreciate it. But no,
the punching in the mouth, no. But like, I mean, a good smack on the back end doesn't hurt anyone, does it?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But the face shit, nah, dude, that's weird.
She was talking about just joking, and
she was queuing you up for some illegal business where you're going to go to jail. That's what it was.
Well,
that, you know, to me, like,
honestly, dude,
that's
I didn't
what I
even
think
think about
my
that
detail on that.
But I should have fucking thought about that based on my divorce
is,
experience. But I didn't.
I don't know.
Because I'm so fucking naive when it comes to that. I'm so, like, when I fall in love,
you are blind.
I fall so deeply in love that I, even though I had this insanely traumatic divorce experience, like, I don't let that inform my relationships going forward, like I will, like when I'm into somebody, I'm like into them full, and so I didn't even consider.
I think it was
even
business.
but
I think if you did that, like you would have found out you'd be in jail, and I would have never met you.
See,
it could have been
relating to what you're saying is like couldn't even connect that. So I have had women that like are for the choking, not the hitting. Like I would never hit a woman, during sex, out of sex. I would never lay a hands
Not
on
in
a
the
woman.
face. I know.
But like, I feel like, at least in my experience, a lot of the women I have been with like enjoy the choking part of it. So it's not like strangling. There is a fine line between sexual choking and like choking to try to kill someone. There is a line between there. So I have experienced that, and
With hands or with a belt?
oh, not hands, but is it?
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
I'm thinking Michael Hutchison or like
I don't want to sound
David
like a bad
Duchovny or what other one?
You know what I mean? I don't
That's
wanna,
self though. That's
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I don't want to sound like a
got
bad
confused.
person because, like you said, you have your rights and your morals on the topic. Like, I have hooked up with a woman before, and she was into choking. She wanted me to choke her, and I did do it. I will be straight up with you, but it wasn't like a thing like out of aggression. It was more like sexual tension in a sense. But like you say, with your morals, I 100% understand where you were at in that situation and how you thought, am I wrong here? Like, should I be doing this? Like, for the first time for me, I was the same exact way. I was really thrown off. I mean, mind you, I was probably like 19 at the time. I was confused still.
Sure.
But 100%, I can understand where you were just like, this just doesn't feel right to me. And at first, I was like I said, I was kind of the same way. Like, this is odd. Like this doesn't really fit it.
Yeah.
Kind of grew into it, but
I don't.
You did choke her, didn't you, JoJo?
I don't think I could do it.
I think it's
what do we have time? Do we have time to hit some news, or are we just
we're
about
at,
done?
We're at 28 minutes. We can hit one more.
We could probably hit some news.
Yeah, we hit something else.
Do you want to pull up the?
Do you want to hit or choke
This?
somebody, whichever you want to do?
Is that what you want?
We could hit that one, yeah. So this kind of circles back to an earlier one. So on January 4th,
Here you go.
the
So
wokest
good.
ice cream company in America, Ben and Jerry's,
Aren't they in Vermont?
tweeted this 4th of July. It's high time we recognize that the U.S. exists on stolen indigenous land and to commit to returning it. Great message from Ben and Jerry's.
Action now.
Action now. Yes.
I love that. Go, Ben. Go, Jerry.
So, yeah.
Are they still even alive, or is someone else running the show?
No, they're still
Okay.
there. Ben and Jerry are still alive. Did I send you the screenshot of the
I think you might have.
article?
Hold on a
It
second.
was not a screenshot. Actually, it was a link to the article, the response to it. I think
from
I
the
did.
actual Native American wants their land back.
So
You got it? Cool.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Can you blow that up a little bit? So it's the Nulhegan Band of the Abenaki Nation. Their chief, I believe, has expressed interest in the land that Ben and Jerry's headquarters stands on in Vermont, and has said, "Let's talk about it, Ben and Jerry.
Yeah,
Do you
like,
want to return some land to the native people?"
You don't want to bring it up and not.
So I fucking love this because this harkens back to our land acknowledgement. This is a fucking woke ice cream company making some crazy tweets saying how the U.S. Listen, every square inch of land on this planet has been stolen at some point. It's
Worldwide.
how it works.
Yeah.
People exist on land. There are wars. There are winners. There are losers. Land changes hands. All right. But for Ben and Jerry's to go out and do this and then actually have the indigenous tribe that lived on their land say, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah, like, hey.
And then they have no response.
Yeah, they
have
Here,
no
I'm gonna speak.
response
I'm going to
whatsoever.
speak for Ben and Jerry right now. I'm like, the best I can do is give you a quarter of your favorite flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
Like that's I'm Ken and Jerry, and you can have your quarter ice cream, but you're not getting your land
Right,
back because
right.
we got to make this ice cream
What
so
is
we
it?
can make a living.
Sorry, the best I can do is $1.
Yeah.
No. I would give you like at least if I was the real Ken and Jerry's, I would definitely give you a quarter.
and Jerry.
Yeah, I would give the best quart of ice cream. Like and I'd make sure it was like served in like dry ice and shipped to your
cookies and
new
cream.
location.
Oh my God.
I would ship it to your new location because you're not coming back to your homeland.
Yeah. Chunky
Sorry.
monkey.
Sorry. Yeah.
Joe Biden. Chocolate chip.
Don't know Joe. Don't know Biden. But I'm sleepy right now. So what are we doing?
So that was good. Oh, you got the Joe Biden pedo in chief was caught in Finland this time. Not only sniffing another child, but he went nibbling on the back of this child.
Oh my God, this motherfucker.
I saw that. It was.
Let's go.
It's dude.
This
At this
dude.
point, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about this guy. There it is. Look at him. So people have tried to explain this like he's just an old grandpa.
do it again.
It's like no, an old grandpa doesn't do that with a kid you don't know. An old grandpa might do that with their grandchild
Yeah.
or
That's,
great
I
grandchild.
think
You
he's
don't
still-
do that with a kid who you don't know.
I think he still thinks Epstein's alive, and I think he is in Lebanon. I swear I saw a video. Dude, seriously, look it up, JoJo. Look it up. But Epstein's not dead,
Did you?
and Joe Biden's chewing on Finlandic
Yeah,
young people.
he's trying to get some adrenochrome.
Did you see
straight
all the
out of it.
security they have on Epstein's island? So
No.
there was a TikToker that went out to the island by boat or jet ski
No
and
shit.
got off, jumped on, and was recording the island. Dude, they have security all over the place.
Really?
Like like you would
You
think.
have to send that to me.
Yeah, like I have to find it again. But this TikToker went on there, recorded it, and there was just security like patrolling the place all over. Like you saw everything. He snuck his way
Wow.
all the way up under there, and was recording, and then saw a security truck coming towards him. And he like ran off the cliff, jumped off, and
I don't even know where's it supposed to be. Is it like
I don't know.
Caribbean, Pacific?
That
I don't-
Epstein's whole ordeal was before my time or before my generational would take notice to what was actually happening.
All right. What are the other
What
what are
else?
the other news things?
What else we got? We got Arizona Republican colored people.
Oh,
draws.
yes. Arizona Representative Elaine Crane in a hearing about the new defense authorization bill accidentally said, guess what he said?
Baba Booey.
Referring to
More
certain
details.
melanated people. Guess
He
what he
probably
said by
said the N word, maybe
No,
worse.
nope, not worse. Something that our grandparents would have said very easily.
Colored
Colored people.
Oh, now what color were they? Purple.
He said, I believe, if you can find the quote in that article, I believe he
That's
said
so bad.
colored people, black people, so he was introducing an amendment to this defense authorization bill that said that the military would not, basically almost like an anti-affirmative action thing for the military, that they wouldn't consider race in recruiting people.
Mm-hmm.
And according to him, he misspoke. He meant to say people of color. He said colored people.
It happens.
And is there really any difference? Dude, I can remember growing up and hearing my grandparents
I've
say
heard
colored
some
people,
things.
and my sister and I would be like, oh, Nana, don't say that.
Yeah. It was a different timeline, though.
But that was before there was the term people of color. So honestly,
People get hung up on all the wrong shit.
colored
you know?
people versus people of color.
You can filter shit through shit, and it's still gonna be shit. I don't understand that. Like every fucking word, everyone's getting hung up. But like, I don't think he's wrong. But as far as the new terms, you can't say that's not okay. Respect that. Understand.
No, I get it.
I don't think it's okay to say colored people. Like it just. But there was a time that your nana and your pop was a thing. That's what they called. That was the term.
I don't like saying people of color. That to me feels like my nana and granddaddy saying colored people. Like I don't
like
say
any of
that.
it. I don't
People
like
of color.
any of
That sounds to
People
me just
of
like
human. Like, can we say people of human? Doesn't even have to be a color anymore. I want to be like people of human. Can we do that? Because I'm
that to me
fucking
doesn't-
done.
It's like what's the color?
We're all different colors. It's
like,
all we got all different pigments. I mean,
it's
there's
so-
different. There's so many colors.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, you got it.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I'm trying to
So
get
over
it
this shit.
nice up on the screen.
Fuck you.
There it goes.
Damn it. Yeah,
Was that a beer spill over
My
there?
organ is like spewed everywhere.
I lost it. Where was it?
I just think when you don't think of humans as humans and you just filter the details
Here we
so
go.
hard.
Can you flip it back over so it's
Yeah,
big?
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find. Wait. It was right here.
Damn, look at you. Dude, you're good.
Wait, is this it? Am I even on the right article anymore? I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
on-
it. No,
You're good.
That's
You're
it?
good. Just go back
Yeah.
to the flip.
In a heated floor debate on my amendment that would prohibit discrimination on the color of one's skin in the armed forces, I misspoke, he told The Hill. Every one of us is made in the image of God and created equal.
So that was the response. Trying to find. Where's it at? I'm reading through the article so quickly.
It's okay. Yeah, so basically, like, another representative asked that his comment be struck from the record, and then initially he said, well, I misspoke. Can we change it to people of color?
There it is.
Okay, so this was, scroll up just a little bit. This was Representative, during the debate, Representative Joyce Beatty, Democrat of Ohio. Says I'm old enough to remember when black officers, when women were not allowed to serve, Beatty said. You were setting us back. On this floor, on both sides of the aisle, we have people of color. We have people who have served. So, yeah. We have people of color, but we don't have colored people.
It's redundant.
Do you want to...
It's fucking
Can we move
redundant.
on?
Yeah, this is the deal.
He messed up.
Yeah.
You messed up. So, I'm
Let's
interested to see
crucify
how...
everyone for being human.
Yeah.
Let me say one thing real quick. Don't let the human factor fail to be a factor. No one's fucking perfect. Shut the fuck up. You're all going to make mistakes. Let's just learn from them. He made an honest mistake. The words still suck. Who gives a shit? Like that's how I look at everything. It's like people micro-focus on every little fucking detail except themselves.
Yeah.
And go fuck yourself. If you're not looking at yourself in the same way you're looking at this poor man for making an error, you're the problem. You're the fucking problem. Over your shit. Put the microscope on yourself and then fucking talk.
Yeah.
Love yourself
That's
or
where I'm
don't.
out. Yo, love yourself or don't. Yo, go love yourself or don't. Like, that's the deal. I want to, like, the people that are talking shit on him, throw the microscope on them. Let's see what they're fucking up with.
Yeah.
We're all fucking up. We're human. We're supposed to. There's no fucking manual, like Hervile said, to our minds. We're all fucking up. Figure shit out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking over the microscope when it's on the wrong person. Turn that shit around and look at yourself. Turn the microscope on you. See what the fuck's fucked up. I know I'm fucked up. Go on.
How fucked up is fucked
Go,
up?
Norm. I'm fucked.
Let's turn the microscope on Kenny. How fucked up is
I've
Kenny?
had some bad days.
I think we
I've
have
had
time maybe for one more news story, which
let's
go. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Kenny's
Let's go.
going to be way into.
Let's go.
This
Let's
one.
go. I can't wait. Let's go.
Blow that up big so he can read it. Read that headline.
I'll read it. Let's say I can see it. I'll make it like so I can read it. Miss Netherlands first transgender winner becomes target of a hate speech. What do they hate? Do they hate whether she had a vagina or a penis? Is that the deal?
I think they hate the fact that Miss Netherlands
Has a penis?
is a biological man.
Oof. I
Can
don't
you
even understand how-
imagine
ugh.
the hate?
Well, I don't understand why they're even mixing the penis with the vagina when it comes to games when it should be all the same. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
Yeah.
women sports, men's sports.
This
Seems
guy.
pretty fucking simple.
Do you believe this bigot we have on this podcast?
Yo,
Dude, Trump-
did you
Trump's-
know this guy?
yo,
Trump's been really big.
This
on,
is
like,
the
his
fucking deal.
His campaigns, dude. He's literally been like, I will keep men out of women's sport. Like,
Dude,
I'm not a
he-
Trump.
have you ever
but-
seen the Trump quote? And if we have time to look it up. If not, we'll do it later. But this was this may have been when he was even still president or early on in Biden, but he said, he was talking about the WNBA. He was like, the WNBA, I would be the greatest coach of the WNBA. I'd go to LeBron. I'd say, LeBron, have you ever considered identifying as a woman? Dude, it's fucking real. You can find it. He was like, I'll go to LeBron. I'll get LeBron to identify as a woman, get him on my team, and he'll score 100 fucking points every game.
I got a touche for you. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah,
Let me pause you both.
It's so good.
There was a thing that I watched today on the Scram that rolled up where the fucking government people are talking their dumb shit, and the one guy was like, "Hey, would it be cool if Mike Tyson signed back on to
Yes.
So I saw that today,
Same thing.
and it was fucking brilliant.
And somebody was like, fundamentally, yes,
yes,
it would be okay if he
the
fought,
dude
if
said
he fought
that,
women.
yes, and they would be fucking destroyed.
Mike Tyson
Shut the fuck
fighting
up. Yes.
women.
Yep.
You saw what he did to biological men.
He'll chew your ear off and your vagina,
Men bigger
whichever
than
came
him
first.
too, by the way.
Yo, they're out here tripping. I'm not. Look. You can cancel me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna ever cancel myself.
I want to hear it
Yeah, I
again.
found
Yo,
play.
oh, it was so good. Pull that up. Yeah, just think about it.
And I'll tell you what, if I were ever,
That one,
I'd be
okay,
the greatest
I couldn't think of the other thing.
women's basketball coach in history. Because I don't like LeBron James. I like Michael Jordan much better. But I'd go up to LeBron James. It doesn't matter. I'd say, LeBron, did you ever have any desire to be a woman? Because what I'd love you to do is star on my team that I'm building up. I will have the greatest team in history. They'll never lose. Nobody will come within 70 points of this team.
Yeah, you got to pull up the other thing. You got to pull the Mike Tyson thing up where they were like, you know, this guy in the Congress. I don't know where they were debating. Like,
I can't remember what it was either.
Yeah, it was definitely some official government bullshit. But the guy was like, "Yeah, Mike Tyson can." It's ridiculous, and he would destroy them. And
It's gonna
they
be
would
hard to find. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
It's like a spoof on. It's not an actual thing. It's like a
Mike Tyson fighting
like
women.
hypothetical happenings.
Try Mike Tyson fighting women.
Yeah, there you go. That's the move. It'll come up. I'll let you know exactly what it is.
But oh my god, that Trump clip.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
That dude, he didn't.
Have
play.
you ever thought about identifying as a woman? No one would get it within 70 points of us.
That's it. Yeah, it should make money. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yes, I have.
That's the deal.
If he identifies as a female, should he be allowed to enter a boxing match with a biological
Facts.
female?
Well, the short answer is yes. Someone who is trans.
Yeah, watch
After
this shit.
25
This is hilarious.
fights undefeated, only one fighter stood between me and the belt.
Yo, facts.
You're done.
This is so good. Yep. I mean, think about it. Like, come on. Let's be honest with ourselves. People are drinking some Kool-Aid that should probably just like end themselves because reality is real. Facts are facts.
People don't
I'm
want
not
to be
against.
real.
I'm not against your thinking, but reality is reality. You know, so do what you got to do. But like I'm telling you, you're fucking delusional. Look in the fucking mirror. You'd have more time fixing yourself. Let's figure yourself out.
Yeah.
I'm trying myself. It's a lot. That's why I can't even deal with the rest of the world right now because I'm trying to figure my own shit out. So I can't even get with most of this shit everyone's digging into because they're not even digging themselves.
I can't even deal with the fact that
Fuck.
I've got a transphobic co-host here. So I'm just.
I think we end the
I mean,
episode on that,
I
guys.
do need my training fluid cleaned.
You do need your training fluid cleaned, and you need an oil change, and yeah.
I do. My mama Corolla needs an oil change. I'm trying to do it on Tuesday, Trans Tuesday. I'm gonna have to check my transmission fluid too.
Tranny Tuesday.
You should get a sticker that says
We're
Mama
doing-
Corolla on that.
I'm gonna. Fuck you guys. I had a great time. I love you guys.
Woo, love you too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Bye, everybody.
Boom, episode 12, baby.
Norm's bye, everybody.
White